Can you tell us about your visit to Leleck Elementary School today? What did you hope to see? What did you see?
Sure. Well, I wanted to visit a school and welcome teachers and students and parents back to school as we return from the holiday break. And I expected to see teachers and students enjoying their time in the classroom, happy to be back in school. I expected to see good instruction, and I expected to see high quality preschool, which is a priority for the administration. And I saw all of those things. So I was happy to be here today.
As you begin in your new position, what are your goals for the next year?
Really, the top three priorities for me, one is to focus on equity and excellence in all of our schools and to build on the work of the administration over the last 7 years. Two is to lift up teaching. I'm a product of New York City Public Schools. I am only in this job today, only alive today because I had amazing teachers in the schools that I attended in New York City, and I want to make sure that we lift up and celebrate our teachers and support them. That's part of why I wanted to be here today. And then third, I think we need to focus as a country on getting back to first in the world in higher education. We were once first in the world in college degree completion. We've fallen to 13th. We've got a lot of work to do to get back to first in the world, and that requires focusing on making sure students graduate from high school ready to succeed in college and careers, and that when students start college, they finish.
Next question.
The bill that just passed, the Every Student Succeeds Act, really seeks to crack down on the department's power, and I'm wondering if you feel like you have the levers that you need to accomplish the goals that you just talked about.
The President signed the Every Student Succeeds Act because he believes and we believe that it builds on the civil rights legacy of the law. So we are confident that we can work together with states to ensure that implementation of the new law advances equity and excellence in all of our schools. The key will be to make sure that states use their new flexibility around accountability systems and interventions in ways that are equity enhancing, that expand opportunity for the highest need students. One of the things that Montgomery County has done over the years is really maintain a strong commitment to issues of equity and to ensuring that schools are socioeconomically and racially diverse and high performing. And those are the right priorities, and that's another reason why I wanted to be here today.
Do you think your ability to implement the law would be stronger if you were not acting secretary, if you were nominated and confirmed by the Senate and had the full vote of confidence of the Congress behind you?
That's a decision. The decision around nomination is a decision for the president to make. I will say the authorities of the acting secretary are the same as the authorities of the secretary.
Yesterday, the association representing for-profit colleges reached out to the department saying they'd like to work with the department and have basically a smoother relationship. What was your response to that letter, and how do you see that relationship with the industry going forward?
Well, the key for the entire higher education sector, I think, is we have to focus on equitable access, we've got to focus on affordability, and we've got to focus on completion. And to the extent that higher ed institutions are focused on those things, they're paying attention to enrolling diverse students, enrolling students whose families are struggling economically. We're supportive of that. To the extent that higher education institutions are focused on making sure that students don't just start, but finish their degrees and have degrees that are high quality and allow them to compete successfully in the 21st century economy, we're supportive of that. And to the extent that there are institutions that are not fulfilling those responsibilities, we're going to push them to pay attention to those things. And that's true for the entirety of the higher education sector.
2 more minutes.
As a parent in Montgomery County, how do you plan to use your position to become involved in counties such as Montgomery that have higher farms needs and English as a second language?
Well, Montgomery County leadership was here today. I think there's a strong commitment on the part of the board and the superintendent and his team to ensuring that high-need students get the support that they need to be successful. President proposed in his budget last year adding $1 billion in funding to Title I. We got about half that. As we move into the next set of budget discussions with Congress, we will continue to advocate for resources for our highest need schools. The Every Student Succeeds Act, which is the current version of the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, is a civil rights law. When President Johnson signed it in 1965, he talked about the importance of creating equality of opportunity through schools. Title I is critical to that. We've got to make sure that our highest needs students have the resources to be successful.
This is one of the most diverse schools in the county, and how do you think we can help those immigrant families that come here succeed with their education?
Yeah. Well, it's hugely important that we have high-quality schools for all students, that students have access to effective teachers, and that they have a rich, well-rounded curriculum, science, social studies, English, math. It's important for students to get a high-quality early start, which is one of the reasons we're proud of the Preschool Development Grants program, and that we've got students here who are in high-quality pre-K. That's going to give them more advantages. We've got to make sure that the students who are not speaking English at home have the support they need to be successful. Professional development for teachers around how to support English language learners is critical. And then we've got to make sure that we have welcoming, supportive, diverse school environments. We just put out guidance yesterday to school districts asking them to pay special attention to making sure that their school communities are safe and supportive for all students, welcoming to all students, including our students who are immigrant students, our students who are from various ethnicities, have different language traditions. We've got to make sure that our schools honor America's commitment to diversity.
I guess we have time for one more question.
What will the department be doing in order to support teachers as they transition to the Every Student Succeeds Act?
Well, you know, it's really critical for us to set up a framework and then for states to lead. The Every Student Succeeds Act focuses on state leadership around supporting their educators. Certainly, how states use their professional development dollars through Title II creates an opportunity for them to invest in high-quality, evidence-based professional development. We're very proud that the overwhelming majority of states, over 40 states, are moving forward with college and career-ready standards, and we expect all states will do that as required by the Every Student Succeeds Act. But making those standards successful requires that we do strong professional development for teachers, give them strong support. That's something I heard about here in Montgomery County, that there's a real focus on professional development, helping teachers think about how they help students become better writers, better problem solvers in math, stronger readers. And if we want our work to prepare students for success after they graduate to turn out well for the country, we've got to make sure we do that through supporting our teachers. Thank you all very much.